Hey everybody, this is Aaron Spink from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm coming to you from the Yamaha School of Music, where I do a lot of my teaching from up here in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And really looking forward to having this drum and music talk here on WhatsApp. For anybody who was here at our last drum and music talk that I did with DrumGURUZ way back, I can't remember when we did it exactly, but for those of you who were there before, welcome back, and for those of you who are brand newcomers to this, welcome, and really looking forward to having a good chat with everybody and hopefully sharing some really good wisdom when it comes to drumming and music. So without further ado, let's go. So one topic that I thought I'd try to focus on for today's lesson is a little bit of an understanding, or a better understanding, of deeper time playing. I'm going to do some examples using the metronome here at the Yamaha School, and talk a little bit more about how you can use these mechanisms to better understand your feel and how you sit in time. So normally we think about playing with a metronome and working on time a lot like this. So here I'm just focusing on the click on all of my downbeats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But realistically, one way that you can get a better understanding of how your time sits with the metronome, which could be a little bit too on top or a little bit too behind, or it could be dead center. One way is to actually think about playing with the metronome a little bit differently. And here's what we're going to do with that. So instead of thinking of putting the metronome on the downbeats or the numbered beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm actually going to focus on putting them on the offbeat, or the ands of the beat. So this will no longer become 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So by doing that, it makes you focus more on the space between the beginning of the beats and the ends of the beats. It helps you focus on what is going on in the middle of the time. So this can be a lot more difficult to focus on beats that aren't our main downbeats, but even more than that, we can pick spots within our time playing that will be emphasized by the metronome. So to give you an example of this, I'm gonna have the metronome playing at 60 beats per minute. Each one of those beats is actually going to be the backbeat on the snare, so 2 and 4. So this is gonna be 2, 4, 2, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 4. So that entire time, I'm trying to focus on playing around the time, but those beats on the metronome are always there. So let's keep taking this a step further. I'm going to put the metronome on a little bit faster than what we did before. So I'm now going to count this as 16th notes. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. But now we're going to change that. We're actually going to put this on the last 16th of every one of those groups. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and Practicing things like this are really important to your overall time feel. A lot of the time we focus more on what we do in the time, but we don't really always think about exactly how we sit with the time. And when we play with the metronome this way, it really changes how we think about not only time, but how we think about what we do within the time. So, if anybody has any questions, please let me know. I started thinking about a lot of this, such as the way that we sound on the drums, when I was learning how to play more Latin styles of music, such as Cuban music or Brazilian music. So there's something called the Drunken Egg in Brazilian music. And in a lot of Brazilian music, it's a bit of a push-pull. So the way that we play a pattern, so for example, this is a samba pattern, just a basic samba, what's called a samba marcha. And it sounds something like this if I were just to play it normally, like looking at it on a piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be correct on the page, but in the style of the music, it would sound more like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So sometimes it's more important to focus on the way a pattern sounds than the pattern itself. Much like I said with an accent or with the way that you learn a language, it is just as important to learn the dialect of the language as much as it is to learn the language itself. So I just want to say thank you again to everybody who joined me here for the DrumGURUZ WhatsApp Drum and Music Talk for today. I hope to do it again really soon. I unfortunately have to get going because I've got a teaching day that I've got to do here today at the Yamaha School. But if you want, you can follow me on social media. My Instagram handle is Spinko_84. And you can also reach me over on Facebook. Just search for my name, Aaron Spink. And I also have a YouTube channel. Just search for Aaron Spink on YouTube. I haven't put up any videos in the last year or so, just because of some personal family matters that had happened over the last year. But I'm hoping to get back into posting more videos very, very soon. Other than that, thank you so very much, and hope to see all of you very, very soon. Take care.